mean, this isn't closer in the
I was about to say.
I suppose it's towards Zeus, right? I mean, this is, you know, obviously not taking anything away from Faker. I'm sure he can play it, but it's a very particular target ban against T1.
It to me signals that you want to go for an early Gnar pick. There we go. Thank you, T1. I was getting a little bit worried, which is that may become more and more popular. Stuff like the Camille, where you will have a lot of openings. And okay, DRX, you know, Udyr is open, but why would you go for that? Just go for the Kindred pick, which is really interesting to me. I'm not a huge fan of picking the Kindred into the Gnar specifically, because Gnar has such an easy way of kind of mitigating, and Gragas is still open. So if T1 just locked Gragas here for carrier, you're looking at completely negating Pyosik, and the Udyr was open. So I wonder what DRX is going to take this draft.
Well, there's one thing that we haven't mentioned. It is, of course, Faker's Azir. This is...
Do you have a lot of ways to kind of deal with it? And I mean...
No, really?
I said it wasn't available. This would make a lot more sense, though. I really liked it. I really liked the Nico shout out there. Carry, of course, having a great performance on that last time, but this makes a lot more sense into the comp.
Absolutely.
Is still being in a very uncomfortable position. I don't know if I can actually go for it. King and teleported back to that lane to keep that pressure, which means that Pyosik is actually going to pick up his first mark. Maybe looking for a play on bot.
Yeah, they're going to go for the Alistar. They want to get that root, but not actually going to amount to much, but they still have the damage. First blood will go to Keria. I believe just burning him down with the Ignite, but that's a nice little conversion to pick up that first blood for the bottom side.
Really well played there by T1. You know, you have full control. You know that Pyosik is going to be towards the top side. And they make great use of the early power that T1 has shown to have in this lane. Zyra Khan, of course, is a lane that is...
DRX say, yeah, go ahead. Take the Drake. We're not going to do anything about it. We do not care.
Max is not here, so we should get an Ocean Rift. Okay.
No, it's... No.
Wow. The curse of Atlas continues.
Yeah, I don't know how he has this much power, but I guess he's just a really powerful caster.
It feels unfair. You know, I was like, we're going to have some fun with our Drakes, but...
You know, maybe it's just leftover, as we got another big trade up in the top side, but Kingen is trying to take out this turret, and looks like he may just be able to. Yeah, he's going to just go for it. He takes the trade, and he just slaps him down! Says, Zeus, get out of my rift! You are nothing compared to me!
And Kingen, what a performance here. He gets the counter pick, and you said it coming in, right? Like, Kingen is the kind of player where you're like, oh, he's nice, you know, he's good. But when you think about DRX, you think all about Pyosik. And then to see him to get the counter pick and make such great use of it is really impressive. Like, being able to confident enough to know, okay, Zeus, your Gnar bar is not going to hit that point before I actually get to take you down. And I feel like he's kind of baiting it here as well, because I think at this point he can already go in and get the final auto. But he actually baits in Zeus here, who's like, I'm so close. I'm almost going to become Mega. And then you can flip that play really easily, right? But Kingen here with the Jace is creating so much pressure in the top side that, as you can see, that is these big team fight plays from T1. You need to get this dragon, otherwise the game is going to get really, really hard for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing about poke comps is that you have to hit your poke. Yeah. If you don't hit your poke, you're just doomed. And I don't know what this is from Kingen. He's going to have to flash away after knocking him back. That's a really nice amount of poke into that back line. Faker actually getting really low alongside of Gumayusi. And with the teleport coming in and now the Rift Herald down on the bottom side, T1 saying, we don't have to risk it for just the one Cloud Drake here. Let's give that away and get fast track on the mid lane.
And then Bounce, yeah, just make sure that you stay alive. There's so many limits being tested here, right? Every time I'm like, are they going to die? Is someone going to get taken out? And it might happen here.
Wow. Yeah, he's dead. And they have a little bit of pushing power here in the mid lane. This game is a little bit all over the place. Note that Pyosik picks up a mark in the enemy jungle as this is happening. So keep your head on straight, everybody. This is, we're going for a little bit of a wild ride here.
I think that DRX as a whole skilled pretty well. Need to be careful.
Oh, Keria, he's looking for names. He wants Bao, and Kingen in the front line tries to get it onto Gumayusi, but that is not going to work. He will be taken out, trying to save his AD carry. And just another straight-up pick here. There's that hard engage from the Rakan we were talking about in draft, and it's looking really good in this game so far.
Carrier's just been playing so well this entire game, and this is the problem with DRX's composition. You can't overstep.
Oh man, you cursed him. Why'd you do that? What? What?
I'm sorry. Okay, Carrier.
What are you doing?
I didn't mean to. Okay, I'm really sorry. That was not my intention.
That was like the most obvious curse we've had in a while. I mean, he literally just ran it down right after you said that.
Yeah.
That wasn't good. Nice flash from Faker here. Show and convert this one as Becca will spot him. Over the wall he goes. That's a huge paddle star. Carrier now into the back line, but that is a massive Kindred ultimate. It saves so much damage. Can they turn this one around after that? Look at Bao's positioning. It is just huge, as now everybody was laughing at him for the beginning of this game, but he is going to pick up a triple kill and maybe pick up Faker. No, that's going to be the Ignite from the Zoe, but that all came down to the massive ultimate from Pioshik.
And the Drake was stolen here by Bao of all people. It wasn't Pioshik diving in. I wondered, is he want to try and go big with a Lamps Respite steal, maybe try some funky business? Instead, what we see is that T1, even after the Lamps Respite comes down, they funnel so much cooldowns into trying to take down the members of DRX. That shockwave from Faker was well into the Lamps Respite. And I don't actually think they can do this. That guy's gonna not die, but okay, they'll be fine. Oh, that was a bit scary.
It's still close.
Are they fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
So, and this is the power of the composition of DRX, and why, as we said in Champs, like the Lamps Respites actually hold so much value, because even if they do find the hard engage, as we can see here, at Carrier, he goes in big, but the fact that Pioshik hits this Lamps Respite and Zeus isn't able to knock them out, I love that. I don't know why Faker shockwaves this early, right? Because that cooldown can do so much more, and then all of a sudden, the continuous damage comes through, and that's a dream scenario for Bao, right? And if DRX keep playing it like this, they might very well run away with this first game, because now you're getting sieged by...
Oh, they got Faker. I think he's just dead. Yeah, he's just dead. They slap him down on the bottom side. They got the Banshee's Veil earlier on, and that might just be it. As you mentioned, no Orianna means no Shockwave. Gumiusi's going to take a bunch of damage. And man, DRX, they are on top of their game tonight, looking really pretty clean here in this one. And with the Baron, they'll be looking to push this one in. The poke, just there's not much they can do against this one now. Carrier will give it one last try. That is a pretty fantastic engage, but the damage is just way too much. On the side of DRX, they are going to shut them down and fully clean up the side of T1 for the victory here in game number 1.
And I'm not gonna look at these guys. DRX with a dominating performance here in game number 1. It looked good for T1 up until the mid-game, where they were able to kind of trade evenly, but then there were a couple of key moments, right? And yes, Faker getting hit by the Sleepy Trouble Ball, it looks bad, but let's be honest, that's T1. There's only so much you can do. At some point, someone was bound to get hit with the control that DRX had. And I am so impressed, because I was kind of, I think DRX is a good team, but I was kind of memeing them, like they draft fast-running champions and then just kind of